Today is a new day, oh, and I'm thankful. No time for regrets, no, no, but I'm hopeful. So many didn't get a chance, nah, nah. So be grateful. Hey, things might not go my way, but me not complain. Life is a blessing, me I stay thankful.
This is King Lock again, and this is my appeal. Yeah, hear me? Man, dash where your pride and get your prostate check. Yeah, hear me? Come and say dash where your pride and get your prostate check. Yeah, hear me now? Yo, this is King Lock, and I'm appealing to all my brothers over the age of 40. Please go get your prostate check.
Embarrassed. Too embarrassed to speak to a loved one. Too embarrassed to speak to your doctor.
Too embarrassed. When in our lifetime, 1 in 4 black men will be diagnosed with prostate cancer. 1 in 12 black men will die from prostate cancer.
Let me repeat that. 1 in 4 black men will be diagnosed with prostate cancer. 1 in 12 black men will die from prostate cancer disease.
1 in 12. That could be your dad, even your older brother, uncle, or grandfather.
You need to make sure they are not embarrassed to speak to you or their doctor about it.
Hey, Dad, have you had your prostate checked out? See? How hard is that? It's easy. Just start the conversation.
Prostate cancer is survivable if caught and treated early enough.
Don't let embarrassment stop you having this important conversation.
You may save someone's life.
Not just your own.
Hey, here we go. Can you see me? Can you hear me?
I can see you nicely and hear you splendiferously.
Good.
Nice and clear. It's nice and clear.
Right. So here's another edition of the live conversation show. Just doing 1 or 2 things as we go along, just doing some, as they call it, multitasking. So we're on Facebook. So if you're on Facebook, you can catch us on SBRB. I don't even know our channel name. SBRB Radio Channel on Facebook, right?
And probably radio podcast.
Yeah. Yeah, so that SPRB Radio Channel on Facebook. And if you want to catch us on YouTube, it's SPRB Radio Podcast. You can find us there on YouTube. If this is your first time tuning in, and if you haven't done so already, we're trying to get our numbers up. So I need to remember to always have this conversation at the beginning of every show. Please help us to boost the numbers, right, Sharon?
Absolutely.
So what they got to do, mate?
They have to like and subscribe. Click the notification bell. That will let you know when we're going to be on the show. Or what upcoming shows that we have. So yes, please like and subscribe and hit that notification bell.
Okay. Now, today, right, we have beautiful, top class, top of the top, creme de la creme. Come on, Sharon, help me out with the describing words. Ooh, celebrity, top of the class.
Yes, top of the class, businesswoman, executive performance chef Alexia Grant is coming on the show today.
Right.
We're going to have a nice discussion on nutrition.
Oh, Jesus. Bear with me. Keep talking, Sharon.
Yes. We're going to have a nice conversation about nutrition. I will say it's very exciting for me because she happens to be my daughter. So that's a big one for me because it's hard to get her. She's a very busy lady. And pride, there is no words. Pride becomes me. It does. It's a lot. So proud of her and her achievements, and that we're able to bring her on the show today to tell us or to have a conversation with us about nutrition, the benefits of nutrition and healthy eating in our life. So, yeah. That's it.
So, do the big introduction and let's bring her on the screen.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stage, Miss Alexia Grant.
Woo, 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 woo. I forgot to do the sound effects. I'm going to get it
The
right.
applause.
The next show,
Yeah.
definitely. Alexa, it's good to have you here.
Thank
It's
you so much
Alex.
for having me.
Alexia.
Alexia,
It's
what
okay.
did I say?
Keep it so easy for everybody. You could just call me Lex.
Lex. Lex it is. Well, it's good to have you here today. Um, I've known so much about you, how far you've come in your life and to where you are today. You're a blessing to us all. And today you're going to bless the whole world with information. It was, I think, the journey we've had over the last couple of weeks, well, I would say a few months, it was only right. The rightful person to be able to deliver this show the way we needed it to go would be yourself. So thanks to Mum and to yourself for agreeing to come on our show. Thank you very much.
Of course, anything for my mom, but she knows my schedule is unpredictable, to say the least.
Right. Right, I can imagine. So today we're going to keep it short and spicy. We're going to try and do this within an hour, you know. And the intention is to continue to do shows like this, you know. So it's not just going to be a one-off for us, you know. First and foremost, I'm going to let Sharon kick off the show as per usual. Sharon, why are we doing this show?
You said, why are we doing the show?
That's right.
We're doing this show to spread health and awareness on proper nutrition because there's so many individuals out there who's so many ailments. We got the prostate cancer, we got breast cancer, we have so many different cancers I can't even mention. It's just so much, and other ailments. However, we do and we can do something about it prior to it escalating to a whole nother level. We want to spread the awareness on nutrition, on how you can eat better to help yourselves for mind, body, and soul. So
Yeah.
that's basically what we're doing the show. It's spreading awareness on proper nutrition. Maybe what you think you have in the kitchen is really healthy. Turns out it doesn't really work for you. So
Yeah.
it's just gaining knowledge about what we're feeding our bodies, because my daughter would always say food is love, right? And if love if love encompasses everything, whether it be you're in a relationship or whatever, food is love. It does mean what you're putting in your body has to be loved and loved.
Right.
If that makes sense. Yeah. So
most definitely.
did that sound all right? Because I was just like, it's always
You're right. So look, I thought I was going to get a sexy background like you guys. So the viewers, I am so sorry. Have a child. Children take precedence in your house. So please excuse the diapers and the changing table in the back.
Oh, don't worry.
You may hear a cameo or two because my son will show himself.
Right.
Outside of that, thank you, Mom, for the intro. Absolutely, food is love. My perspective on food has changed so much, especially after having a child and really understanding myself, my body, being aware of my child and his body, and just what that means for us in the future. It also makes you very aware that, a lot of the things that they say is good for you, is good for them, meaning, our, I know we're all in different countries, so you have a little bit different rules where you are. But here in America, the business is sickness. So there
Yeah.
is profit keeping you healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Well, one of the things I want to dig deep into. Let's just start off. So, introducing yourself so that people can just have a quick synopsis or a quick idea of who you are and how far you've come. In a quick, maybe synopsis or whatever, or summary, just let us know who you are and what you do.
Okay. I am Alexia Greer. I am a chef, currently the chef to the Dallas Mavericks. I am a mother. I have been a mom for 2 years now. It's great.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
Well, that's 2 years gone already.
Yeah, I count pregnancy as a part of the motherhood journey, but my son is not yet 2, which is
Oh,
let it slow down. The time
right.
passes very quickly. A little bit more about my career. I am. Oof, it's so weird to talk about yourself in this capacity.
Mm,
So
mm,
I've been in sports and dealing with athletes for 10 years. 10 years plus. I really got a pop in my career during COVID. It's when a lot of people kind of recognize the importance of being a private chef, having access to a chef, having access to food,
yeah.
having an understanding of where things are coming from.
Yeah.
And with that, I was able to highlight my talents with a pop up in the NBA bubble where my amazing mom was my assistant and
Hmm.
dragged herself down to Florida and saw firsthand some of the craziness that I commit myself to. Um,
Right.
we had to, develop an entire COVID protocol and all of these, well, I guess, safety precautions that forced us into a space to take a deeper look at what we
Yeah.
are actually consuming, where it is coming from. When the world shuts down and you don't have access to the things you used to, you
Yeah.
really see like, oh wow, I am almost useless, right? We live in
Right.
a space of convenience more so
Mm,
than understanding awareness and like the economics behind it.
hmm.
So that was my little aha moment. And,
Right.
from there, I decided it was time to start a family. And then I got the job with the Dallas Mavericks. I've been
Hmm.
with them 2 years, well, a little under 2 years, and it's been an amazing journey.
Hmm.
Before that, New York City restaurant rat, doing every job possible.
Right.
Um, yeah, I can say in the culinary space, I'm very well rounded, but I
Hmm.
also, do appreciate the business side of things, the understanding of money and how it flows in this space. Food is the industry, probably the
Mm,
largest industry in the world. If you really, everyone's gotta eat. So when you understand how they go about it, what they give us, and ways that you can be kind of self-sustaining, changes your mindset, perspective, everything.
right.
So that is where I'm currently at in my
Mm.
chef journey.
Thank you for sharing that with us. Let's get down to the first question. Now, I don't know if this is a conspiracy theory or I should stop watching all these. I, I want to believe it's happening, but I'm choosing to believe that the powers to be are tampering with our food. Um, and you deal with the performance of athletes, right? Now, how do you view food, especially when you're dealing with the performance of these $1 million players, right? How do you choose and know the right foods? Do you think they're tampering with our food?
Well, that's a two-part question. So I'm gonna answer the
Mm,
first part, the conspiracy theory
yeah.
part. Are
Mm,
they tampering with our food? They are providing us with genetically modified food that we have allowed them to serve us because of our inability to provide our own food.
right. Right.
The
Deep.
convenience of having them say, here you go, like my son loves to say, here you go. And we're like, oh, yay, this looks pretty. Oh, they all look the same. Oh, this is so nice. Not touching any dirt, not going out, not understanding the seed to plant to fruit transition, the time that it takes to have certain things, the fact that we are supposed to be eating seasonally with what grows naturally in the season in the region and where you are. Strawberries
Right.
shouldn't be everywhere for everybody at all times, at any time. So are they
Right.
tampering with our food? We are allowing it. We are
Right.
allowing it. And are they using the food to make us sick? Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Just sick enough. Just sick enough. It's okay if he wants to come. I already gave everybody a warning.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't worry. This that's sound effects. Good sound effects.
Say hi to the people. No? Okay, bye-bye. You gonna come say hi?
Mhm.
Grandma. Oh, all right.
Hello.
Here,
Hi.
Hello,
Sam.
big
Hi.
man.
Say hi.
Hi.
Hi. Please. Hi.
I'm sure you all
Yeah, man.
see
Mm,
all the people washing their fruits and showing the worms and all of that. Now, I wash his fruits and vegetables, but I've never caught a worm myself, right? And I think
right.
God is kind of doing this to me to open my eyes better. Like at work, we
Right.
have a solution we wash all the fruits and vegetables in, but I think I'm gonna step that up a notch because when I was washing his strawberries yesterday,
Yeah.
biggest, fattest, nastiest worm just crawled on out of it. And when
Ooh.
you're just gonna rinse it and cut it up and give it to them. And when you saw what it was and the fact that it was in the solution, in the
Mm,
baking soda, just as swimming around, like, oh, not dead. It didn't die.
wow.
So I was like,
That's one of my. You know what? I'm allergic to a lot of fruit, so I'm thanking God that and that's been one of my worst fears because years ago I had a green apple, right? And as we cut through it, out comes worms and stuff. So that's been one of my phobias.
yeah. And then
What,
that's
Sharon? Keep it talking, please.
good for you. Fruit is so good for you. So the fact that this is what it is, we do have to wash our fruits and vegetables, right? We do have to pay attention because there is so much that is not shared with us. There's so much where they're like,
Mm,
oh, everything is fine. I'm sure you get the lettuce at the supermarket pre-washed.
yeah.
Yes. Who? What did they wash it in?
Mm,
Where'd that water come
makes
from?
you wonder.
You know, and we eat it and we're like, oh no, this is good, this is organic, this is great for me, this is fantastic.
Why are
I
they so trusting?
To me, especially, you know how much food I have to buy, like the sourcing of my
Mm,
food is so important. All of our lettuce that I use at my job, I get from a
mm,
hydroponic farmer. I
mm,
try to go as local as possible. I
yeah.
try to do all that I can in my diligence to make sure these athletes, obviously, these
Mm,
$1 million athletes get what they need. But then I'm also like, I need to share this with my people. They need
yeah.
to also and have access to good quality food. Like I truly am a believer in community gardens and getting the people together and teaching them how to
Mm,
plant their food. I'm currently in Texas where it's extremely hot. I haven't seen any greenhouses or anything where people can, you know, access. We're importing everything. We're importing everything from Mexico.
Right.
Right. Yes. Thank you.
Right.
Yes. Yes. They are giving us bad food, and we are letting them, and the food is making us or keeping us sick slowly.
Right. Sharon, step in.
Yeah. Yeah. When she called me yesterday, she goes, "You're never going to believe this," and now 10 star. This wasn't like a little worm, you know. The fruit, you put the strawberries in the baking soda and vinegar, I think, right? Did you? Was it baking
Water.
and
It wasn't even
water?
a strong solution. Maybe a tablespoon of vinegar, teaspoon
It
of
was
baking
so
soda.
big. It was so big. She filmed it, of course, and posted it to be like, hey, because remember now, this is the strawberries. I mean, I bought strawberries for my grandson, as you can see there. I washed it and cut it up. But I'm telling you, when I saw that yesterday, I said, that's it. No. And to jump on the bandwagon, we was saying is that when you're thinking, all right, so for a lot of the fruits, you really, 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 really think about it.
Yeah.
All these fruits have to be picked at a certain season. You're not supposed to get berries all the year round. You know, somebody's doing something. You know what I mean? That makes it unhealthy because they're now pushing the growth of it so it can be sold. Strawberries are not always in season. Bananas are not always in season. Mangoes are not always in season, but you can get them.
Right.
Where is it coming from? Or how was it grown?
Yeah.
It's so much.
That makes me wonder how they're able to preserve all this stuff.
Don't get started on chicken.
Oh my God.
How we got more wings than chickens? How?
Tell me about it. So how do you deal with all this? Especially because I'm relating what you do with multi-million-dollar players, right? Now I'm saying to myself, now that we know that you know what we know, right? I'm thinking to myself, how do you address all this?
By being the example at the place that I work and sourcing chicken, sourcing beef. We now buy our cattle from cattle farmer. I go to the farm.
Okay.
I see where they're coming from. I see how, you know, they're treated, that they're running around outside. The gentleman that does our hydroponic growing, he also comes in and like sources chickens for me, where chickens are coming from the same farm. And they put antibiotics in chicken because chicken has this rampant disease that, like, if they don't give the chicken the antibiotics, all chickens will be dead off in like 5 years.
Okay.
Right? So they give these chickens these antibiotics to keep them alive, but nobody yet knows how those antibiotics affect us.
Yeah.
There's no proven study to say the antibiotics in the chicken, one, gets cooked out when you eat it.
Right.
Then it does not have any proven studies to say what is the side effect that happens to you. Don't you think it's kind of in the last 10 to 15 years, the percentage of autistic children have gone up by like 30, 40%?
True.
There you go. And that is true. Especially autism.
So many autistic children. When I was growing up, there was not this many children on the spectrum in any capacity, right? There wasn't this many behavioral disorders. There wasn't this many children with diabetes.
Yeah.
Why? Because parents can't afford organic. Parents can't afford to source. They don't have time. Mom and dad work. They only got time to go get what they can afford. They're buying their Costco and Sam's Club.
Mm.
I'm guilty. I used to buy my meat there too until I
Yeah.
started to learn. And then it's like a double-edged sword because as you learn, it's devastating because you're like, oh my God, my life is about to get so much harder because it's not
Mm.
easy. It's not easy to
Mm.
maintain. You don't want to be living in fear. You don't want to live in paranoia. But once you
Right.
cannot unknow,
That's
right?
it. That's it.
So yeah, one of my missions will be making good quality food more sustainable, making it easier for people to get in touch with what is local. I mean, I can't, save the world, but I can definitely start with my community.
Right. Right.
Do more in the space that I have control over. It's one thing to give somebody the information and then send
Mm.
them on their way, but if you can give them the information and a plan or an idea
Right.
on what to do
Mm.
next, I mean, that's
Right.
the least, right? The least that you
That's
can.
it. Now, you mentioned you buy cattle from the actual ranch itself before it gets injected, right?
Yes. Well, they don't inject where I buy from.
Okay.
Yeah. They do
No.
have they have to take vitamins, they have to take all this different stuff. They do
Mm.
uh like treatment because I mean they're animals at the end of the day, but it's
Mm.
what they're being treated with is not this blanket steroid.
Right.
They're not giving the cow anything that's going
Yeah.
to make it 5 times its size or anything like that. Like these are just cows. I'm just buying
Right.
cows. People are taking care of the cows. They eat hay,
Right.
grass. They're running around. They're happy.
Mm.
Thank them for their service. And because I can't stop people from eating meat. So
Right.
yeah, I try to
Now,
buy as humane as possible.
now I come to realize that while I was living out in America, that there was like bleaching chicken, right?
Bleaching.
Now, bleaching chicken, they had bleaching chicken
Okay.
in a lot of the stores, right? Now, I'm thinking, are we able to really cook out a lot of these toxins out of our food? Because, black people, we like to fry the hell out of our food, right? Or we roast it to the crispy, right? But I'm thinking to myself, are we able to, like you mentioned, antibiotics and so forth in our food? Are we able to cook this stuff and roast it out or fry it out?
I honestly, I cannot, I'm not a doctor, right? I'm a chef first. Like,
Right,
and if
right, right, right.
this is all, before I even answer, this is all just my interpretation. And I'm sure there is lots of research to support it. And feel free to go and find that research. But if I was going to conduct an experiment and I'm going to take Xanax and I'm
Mm,
put it in my pot of rice and cook the rice, will
okay.
Xanax affect me? I think yes.
Mm,
Yes, it would affect me greatly. I think I will still feel all the effects.
yeah,
So if that's the case, why would I not think that those things would still be that heat wouldn't like activate it?
right,
Heat
right.
wouldn't make it do what it does in your stomach. It's acids, it's warmth, it's all the things that make it go. Chickens
Mm,
just are warm, just like human bodies. So
yeah.
can't can't call it right officially, but I do not
Mm,
how it would get cooked out. Other things like the regular stuff, E. coli, salmonella
mm,
gets cooked out. That's when things are raw.
yeah, yeah.
Medicine, I don't know.
That's a big one.
Yeah.
Well, I want to bless up. Let's take a little pause. I want to bless up Michael King, good friend of mine from way back when. He's logged in. Brick Queen is in the building. We have Jerry Harris in the building. And we have quite a few more people on the outside who are logged in. If it is your first time coming, please help us to like the live. Today we are talking about nutrition. Over the last couple of weeks, we have been talking about prostate cancer. of which many of our guests, including myself, has been
Yeah.
diagnosed with prostate cancer. I do not claim it, but we are going to be talking about, well, today we are talking about nutrition. And it's something we want to keep up because we do realize one, many of us are having a huge problem with food. And two, we need to really work out how we attack breakfast. I mean, I come from an era in time where they said you eat 3 times a day. If you remember that, Sharon, morning, afternoon, and
Noon
evening.
and
Is
night.
it noon and night? There you go. And I'm
Morning,
coming
noon, and
to
night.
realize we've been overeating. That's for one, I believe. You know what I mean? So how do you unlearn to relearn what we need to do? So
That's
that's
so
what this
funny.
show is about. And
Yeah,
we,
but
I,
it's
I
learning.
want to learn what is a typical breakfast, a healthy breakfast. So we're going
Right.
to learn all this stuff. So we're going to come back
Yeah.
to Alexia when she's ready. But please help us to like the live. Help us to like the
Like,
live.
share, subscribe, hit the
Hmm.
notification bell, please. We have all intentions of bringing more shows like this and bringing so much awareness to the public so you have a better understanding of what we're eating, what
Hmm.
we think we're eating is good, and just and the now necessary precautions to take. Well, even when you're preparing your food, we're going to learn all these things. I guess in the next coming weeks, we're just going to keep the
Yeah.
momentum going because it's just good for people to know. There's so
Yeah.
much information out there. We can all educate ourselves on the benefits of certain foods and its healing properties, we should say. So it's this is deep. It's so deep, and I love what she's saying so far. Yes, of course, yes, she's my daughter, but I learned so much from her, and I've learned so much from her as an adult. You know what I mean? And when she was talking about the diabetes in children, I still can't believe that such a small child could have diabetes. It's so many little things, right? Autism. It really does make you think. So yeah, she stepped away for a second and she'll be right back. Chef Lex will be right back with us. But
Okay.
yes, yeah, she's ran to the
So we're going to play one of the messages that we've been playing all along. We played it at the beginning, and we want to get the message out for people to check their prostate. Okay, it's very important for each and every one of us to get our prostate checked. They're saying people as early before I thought it was about 40 years old you have to get your prostate checked, but now I'm hearing people who are in their 30s are now getting their prostate, getting prostate cancer. So let me just play this quick message once again because we want to get the message across. Take a listen.
Yo, this is King Lock again, and this is my appeal. Yeah, hear me? Man, dash where your pride and get your prostate check. Yeah, hear me? Come and say dash where your pride and get your prostate check. Yeah, hear me now? Yo, this is King Lock, and I'm appealing to all my brothers over the age of 40. Please go get your prostate check.
So yes, we come back to Alexia or Chef Lex, and
Chef Lex.
one of the things that I've always said is that the food that we're eating must be affecting us in some way, shape, or form. It was only after, or just before I was diagnosed with stage 2 cancer, that I came to realize that white flour is dangerous, white bread is dangerous, and so many other things is dangerous for our health. Um, I want to find out from you what would be a typical healthy breakfast to eat in the morning.
I think that we should all break our fast with fresh fruits, vegetables, juices, tea, water. You want to get your immune system going. So something warm, like warm lemon water. Amazing. If you can handle it and you can splash a little bit of vinegar in there, it's like medicine for your body.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Definitely fresh fruits, as many as possible. You want to eat your colors. You don't want to overdo it, right? You don't want to have mango and orange and, every citrus item, and then you're going to experience the side effects.
Right.
Healthy break fast. Breaking your fast from sleep.
Break fast.
Okay.
Yeah, what she said.
Prepared for the consumption of food.
Right.
So you should never start your day with how we started, with eggs and bacon and sugar and white flour. That is the most counterproductive breakfast, and that breakfast was created out of a need for workers to have enough in their body to work them all day. It wasn't created, and this is what's best for you. It was created to say, I need you to be able to come and stand and do this hard labor for 8 to 10 hours. So eat all of this, fill yourself up, so you have the energy to do what I need you to do. It's nothing to do with what is real. Yeah, your second meal. You know who got it right? Europeans. They got it right. They start that day with maybe an egg, some tea, some small little bites of things, right? With some fresh veggies, some sauteed spinach and tomato.
Right.
Then they go and do what they got to do. They get hungry again around 1. They eat the real meal in the middle of the day while their digestive tract is still going, while their metabolism is at its height. And they eat and they rest, and then they get up and do more activity. Our current diet is built around wake up, stuff yourself, eat this protein powder, eat these protein bars, eat this pancake, eat this cinnamon roll, have this bacon and eggs, drink 3 cups of coffee, work all day, eat a 30-minute lunch, hurry up, scarf it down, get back, go home, drink a couple beers, eat dinner, sleep in front of the TV. Last I checked, the recipe for disaster. It's like none of that is in any way.
You have a magnifying glass into my old life.
And that is many people's lives. And then they wonder why they get sick.
Real talk, for real.
What about your life is structured around living?
Yeah.
I got things to do. I do. I don't got enough time for it. Oh man, and the eating out. I need convenience. Any convenience. Right. You know that oil kills you just as much as bad food. The oil that they use to fry the only oil that we are literally getting chicken that's fried in what's supposed to be petroleum jelly. Where do you think soybean oil and all that comes from? I only get pure avocado oil, pure oil, not even extra virgin, because you're not supposed to heat up extra virgin olive oil.
Okay. Because that's what I've been using all this time, and I thought it was healthy.
It is good for you, but you kill off everything that's good for you once you heat it up. It's not meant to be heated.
Right.
If you try saute some chicken, you just smoke out the house. It's not meant to be heated up. So grapeseed oil, avocado oil, pure olive oil, that is what you're supposed to be consuming. Your body needs oils, those healthy fats.
So you say fry with avocado oil?
Avocado's the best frying oil because you can bring that temperature up, up. Oh, and it will fry nice and crispy and beautiful, and it has a very mild flavor, and it's a good cholesterol for your body. Your body recognizes this as fat to burn. Eat things that are just fatty. Your body doesn't really understand what it is that it's consuming in the first place.
Right.
So it stores it. That's how you get weird fat pockets, weird stuck pockets where you're like, oh, no matter what I do, this just won't go. That's the 10 years of fried chicken sitting on you. Get back, right?
Right.
Filling out.
Right.
There is also, you know, because I know we're going to be at time soon. I'm very adamant on this right now because it is something that I am doing. I am 37 and I'm just doing this for the first time, and it is changing the game. It's mind blowing.
Say that one more time.
I'm about to tell you what it is. I started something at 37, and I'm gonna tell you now. I started the deworming process. I started the parasite cleanse, and I am in shock every day. I mean, Sharon is completely over me in my pictures.
I am.
Please stop sending me this because I don't even want to know. But if you knew what was living in your body, you'd want to cry. You would become addicted to it. Now it's like, I've got to get everything out of me that's bad right now. Like, and it takes about 6 months. People do these parasite cleanses, they think, oh, one time. You've got to do it every month for 6 months.
That sounds scary.
I'm on month, what am I on now? Month 2 or month 3?
No, I think you're on month 3.
Just beginning month 3 now.
Wow.
If you had any idea when they say the parasite, and you also don't know what to look for, but now, oh, Jesus, God. I can't. I look at everything side eye. When I want so many things, because I'm like, this is what I'm used to, and this is good, and I'm like, I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna take the colon cleanse. I'm like,
right.
It's not it. We also eat for comfort. So the things that bring us comfort, the things that you know, we're all Jamaican. Y'all know how we all feel about KFC.
So what causes that in the first place, or is that due to eating? Would you say that's due to eating meat?
It is a culmination of many things. It's eating meat. It's eating a salad that was out, that wasn't washed as thoroughly as you could like. It's eating. Thank you, Papa. It's eating, oh my God, too much sugar, too much starches. It's eating unwashed fruit. It's eating meat, eating sushi. It's eating undercooked things. I mean, honestly, even if you cook your meat to death, if you think about how meat takes about a month to digest in your body.
Right.
Anything sitting in you for a month, y'all see what Janko does. Y'all see dead things and what happens to dead things. So yeah, your body is a breeding ground for that. And they don't want us to even be aware. Now, you know who knew? Oh, sorry. You know who knew? Grandparents.
Who?
Grandparents.
Our grandparents, okay.
Being young and having to drink the castor oil and SS tonic and the Pharaoh. Oh, they knew. They knew. They knew. And we are like, oh, when I get older, I'm not doing that to my kids.
Yeah, that's right.
He's starting to get it now. Now, as the baby. No. I truly believe that also. If you think about the little worms, and if you do further research on what parasites are and what they do, I mean, it is affecting your brain. It's living in your body. Sometimes when you take the parasite cleanse, you'll get a sharp stabbing pain in your head. You ever just get foggy and you just don't know why? No additives, right? No extracurricular activities to add to the fog. Just like, oh, I just can't function. Man, you got worms.
Mm.
Worms. Sugar cravings. Oh, I just need something sweet. I just need something sweet. Worms. All worms. I'm trying.
Guilty. I used to be guilty of that big time.
Yeah.
And I realized as I was able to give up granulated and white sugar and brown sugar, I switched to honey. Realizing honey is just as bad, right?
Yes, even honey. Anything with that type of glycemic index is you have to be wary. So I switched out. I love honey though. Don't get me wrong. I still use it, but I have to be in moderation. It has to be like I have it. Can't have it on all things. It's in my tea.
Right.
Then I'll have it there. Yeah. Or if I'm wanting like something sweet and I got the granola, then the granola's got honey on it, and I'm eating that with like monk fruit sugar, coconut sugar, palm sugar, date sugar. These are the natural sugars that when you eat it, your body's like, oh, I know what this is. And it right. That's what we're forgetting. God, all these fruits and all these vegetables in the whole world. And we are limited to just using corn sugar, corn syrup, corn this, corn that.
Right.
There's 50 others that are put here that your body actually recognizes. Doesn't recognize corn as a sugar. It recognizes corn as a starch.
Right.
So that sugar that you're consuming from corn, your body is recognizing as it was eating pasta. So it's going to process it in a completely different way.
Right.
Open.
Now, if there's anybody who's watching right now that may want to ask Chef Lex, a question, if you pose your question in the comment section, I'll be happy to highlight it. Maybe towards the end of the show, I'll be putting up some of the comments once again so that we can address some of the comments that we see in the chat room. So once again, we're talking about nutrition if you're just joining us, and so much from Chef Lex already. And, one of the things that she mentioned, our parents knew about the worm system, because I remember she just brought me back to the early 70s where my dad made me take cod liver oil and all these other things. And I used to hide it under my tongue sooner or later. My father knew and said, "Wait, come here." And we had to drink that stuff. I'm like, what's this man making us take all this stuff?
RST, all those things. That's why. And I'm fortunate that I was raised with my grandparents and that elder generation. Because even my generation, I mean, we're that last swing before the change. I had a house phone that you had to call, and you had to know how to talk to people's parents and stuff like that. Yeah. But a lot of my friends got cancer early and got sick early 30s. Okay. They're getting really sick, and you're like, wow, what happened? That's the thing that they're eating.
Yeah. As she was talking about the castor oil, I don't know why I always liked the taste of the castor oil. That was weird. It was the cod liver oil that I couldn't take. I know. I don't even know why. I don't mind getting the castor oil. That's what's nuts. But I have the cod liver oil in my cabinet. I take it at random. The castor oil I'm looking to buy. I definitely want to put that in there. But it's amazing to know that the elders were grooming our bodies, because you didn't hear of illnesses like that unless you were born out with some kind of illness. But you never heard of any illnesses like that when we were growing up. You don't hear none of that stuff, right? And we have to give it to the elders, to give it to the ancestors. That's generations passed down now. How to keep your children safe? Like, how did they know? How could they have known? But then when you think about the fact that they're eating fresh fruits and vegetables, there are some kind of worms in there as they're growing, because it grows, right? So, and it's a natural process. However, they know You eat as much fruits as you want. Later on, you're going to get some castor oil and clean out, just get out the worm them. And God forbid, if you're too greedy, they know how much worms you got. Not in a worm. And they're going to give you a thorough cleansing.
You see them weird things like we just noticed Kai's been really in his nose lately, in his nose from never. And his dad is like, yo, he may have worms. I'm like, you know what? You're right. You want to be aware. We look at things as small things. And we call them behavioral. But your body knows.
Right.
Your body knows more than you know. We don't listen to our own body.
Yeah. Right. Very true. Very true. We kind of ignore. As a matter of fact, I want to go back to maybe the mid to late 80s. And I remember studying electrical engineering. And back in those days, I used to go to a place called Wilson College of Technology. And because I used to work nights and then school in the day, I had less time, to maneuver to do anything. And I remember pushing and pushing and pushing, having less sleep. But I realized there were days when I wasn't even eating. And I look back at those days and I'm thinking to myself, how did I do that? But I came to realize I wasn't the only one who was doing it. And they claim that it's good to fast for a couple of days. But now when I'm thinking about it, to take my mind back to those days when I used to fast, I'm finding it difficult. You know what I mean? So this is something else I am trying to learn, is how to fast, to starve whatever is inside me trying to kill me.
Yeah. And that, so many, even myself, I am very guilty of gluttony. I'm a chef. I'm surrounded by food all day. I can speak all of this and know it. And yes, I will still go and eat a chicken wing. Don't act. I'm not going to sit and act like I'm doing all of the things all right all the time. It is a continual process. Nobody is going to have it all right. Not when it's years and years and years of conditioning.
Right.
Any form of knowledge, any small, they say if you're just 1% better every day, just 1%. Just the one day you're like, you know what? I feel today like I don't really need it. Something in your mind is like, you need it. If you're like, nah, I'm all right today.
Yeah.
The pressure we put on ourselves, like, no, I'm going to fast on this date and this date.
Yeah.
Your body will speak to you the more you love it.
Yeah.
There are days where I will have a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
I'll be like, I'm just not feeling breakfast. I'm just not feeling lunch. If I get hungry, I might have a juice, a fresh pressed juice. Even that, I'm like, I don't feel it. I'm just thirsty. You ever just been like, oh, I'm just so thirsty? Your body is dehydrated and trying to purge, but it doesn't have enough fluids. So instead of wanting food, your body wants liquid. Don't go drink a protein shake.
Okay, right.
Drink some orange juice. Drink something other than this fake
Protein.
health stuff that they do. I know I grew up on nutriment, but when I looked at what is a nutriment, I said, God damn, I am drinking oil. No wonder it puts on weight.
Wow. Yeah.
They put that stuff there to keep us alive so we don't die from starvation because they know we couldn't afford food. Like, the things that they do to you over time. Business. Ooh, the more that I learn about business and how much it affects like the food system, the medicinal system, even like when you think about the gyms and all the things to promote health and wellness, it's also a lot of them are like a breeding ground for this shit. Have this protein, have this creatine, have this, get buff. Go outside and go get some vitamin D and go run up and down.
Yeah, man.
Get the same result. I don't understand. It's
That's
all
exactly what I need. Some of that vitamin D. You know, not going off topic too much, but I watched my grandmother who had a bad case of what do you call it, arthritis. And I swear to you, back in the 70s, when she sold off her house and decided to go live back in Jamaica, all of a sudden, over a couple of years, that arthritis disappeared. And we're talking about chronic arthritis.
Oh yeah, that vitamin D, that seawater, that food you picked from a tree yourself.
Yeah, yeah,
Come on.
yeah. And what I have discovered is something called soursop. So expensive, but it is so good. I'm hoping it works for me with what I have, you know. But I've been trying to eat a lot of that, but just for two of those. And they must know and understand the effectiveness of soursop because the price has just gone through the roof. You're
Yeah.
now talking about two very big soursop fruits for £55.
Pounds. Jesus.
Yeah,
Jesus.
not pounds.
Ooh, it's all right. I'm trying to just make my plan to go back and live in
Yes.
Jamaica eventually
Right.
because I need access to real food. You know what, too?
Mm.
Even if I don't go live in Jamaica right now, right? That doesn't mean that I shouldn't still have access to real food. You have to find what's seasonal and local to where you're at.
Right.
And when I went to Italy, you know, almost every single house was growing their own lemons, their own tomatoes, their own onions, their own everything. Almost every house we walked past, even apartment buildings where it's 3 and 4, they have a little community garden. Why is that not preached in many other cultures and countries? Like, notice how these little countries, they just thrive.
Yeah.
They know better. They won't allow the government, or the government does not want their people to die off. Here, there's so many of us. They don't care. Those that know will survive. They got chefs. They got people like me. They hired people like me, okay, to come in to make sure that they're good. Yes. Now, I will say, yes, the soursop is good for you, but you know you need to be taking black seed oil every day, right?
I didn't know. Black seed oil. Okay, let me write that. I got my book and paper here, you know.
You need black seed oil every day. Every person that has even the most slightest touch of melanin in their body needs black seed oil every day. They sell them in capsules. You could take it in liquid form. You can take it as a drop, whatever. Black seed oil will change your metabolism. It starts the deworming process for you naturally.
Okay.
The other thing, like, don't start the deworming process unless you're ready to commit to what that means, because you can start it and be like, oh, this is a lot, and you just woke up everything in your body, right?
Right.
It's a process. You take it, the vitamins that goes along with it, they're inexpensive. My vitamins cost $30 for the whole month. The liver cleanse that I got was $16 US. Altogether, less than $50. And I'm purging myself. Also, my vitamins last 2 months. So, and that one bottle of the liver cleanse that I use, it's called Living Bitters. It is so good for you. That one bottle is $16 on Amazon, and I go do one bottle a month.
And what is that called once again?
Do you know how much money I've spent on things that's either going to fix me?
Yes, you see, yes. Yes.
I'm sorry.
Imagine.
Yes. Hype about that.
Imagine. So what was that? What was that? A colon cleanse you mentioned?
Liver cleanse.
You know what? Let me go grab the things that I take so that to give everybody a little example. Give me 2 seconds.
because I have something, Sharon, called the Oxygen Colon Cleanse, and trust me,
Oh,
it's it's like drinking a bazooka. Literally,
really?
literally, it blasts out your colon, and I still got some of it left.
You
But
said liquid oxygen colon cleanse?
no, it's called Oxygen Colon Cleanse.
Oxygen
Yeah,
colon cleanse.
yeah.
Okay.
I don't
And
know
that's in
what's
liquid,
in it. Hmm?
that's in liquid form or pill form?
No, it's that's powder. So you put
Oh,
a
powder.
tablespoon, yeah, you put a tablespoon in a
Oh.
glass, and then you fill the whole glass up with water, and you knock that back. And within
Mhm.
2 hours, for 24 hours, you'll be up and down, basically.
To the bathroom.
Yeah.
And
So you have to plan a day when you don't. Hmm?
I think that's what Chef Lex was trying to
Oh,
say.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
being committed now. That's being very committed
Oh my
to do.
God, that's like a pharmacy you got there.
All the goodies. It's one thing to tell you, it's another thing to show you, right? So,
Mm.
all together on all this stuff, this is probably the most expensive thing I bought because
Okay.
this is a cheap thing. It's the most expensive, but it's also cheap. But it's like it's an everyday little gummy. I got it from Whole Foods. It's moringa, parsley, wheatgrass, oatgrass, alfalfa grass, spinach, collards, broccoli, what else? Chlorella and alfalfa. I only take this because I do not eat enough greens in a day. So I
Okay.
take this. It's cheap. Eat your greens. It's so much easier to saute some spinach than to take these. Most
And
expensive.
that's sugar gummies, right?
These are gummies. It's also like the gummy is made from tapioca and
Okay.
so yeah, no pork, no nothing.
Mm.
It's tapioca syrup.
Okay. Right.
All right. This is my saving grace. Living
Right.
Bitters tonic. It is made in
Living bitter stomach.
Ghana.
Okay.
It is made in Accra. And it
Okay.
has no ingredients in it because you don't need to know.
All right.
But
Right.
it does have aloe. It's giving the what is it? Botanical words, not
Okay. Right.
So it says aloe, capendis, hydrasis, candidus, echinacea, agifolia. I don't know what this stuff is, but you know what I do know? That this cleanses parasites.
Mm.
It cleanses liver flukes.
Right.
It takes about 6 months for them to detach from your
Right.
liver and pass.
Mm.
When they pass them,
Mm.
it's traumatizing, but once you know that that's what's in you, you're like, I'll never not do this again. I will do this for the rest of life.
Mm.
Okay.
I'm with you. Yeah.
Black seed oil. This is the one I take. It comes
Right.
in a little pill form, very, very easy, not big, because I have a thing with weird tablets. It's just one
Oh,
little gel
it's a
tab.
tablet. Okay.
Yes,
Cool.
gel cap. Yeah, gel cap. Yep.
It tastes very
Okay.
bad when you drink the liquid, but if you're a person that doesn't bother you,
Mm.
I would suggest the liquid because you just can
Okay.
drink more. This you
Right.
just take 2 of these a day.
Okay.
This is selenium. When you are taking this, it is
Okay.
necessary to
To
take
take
this.
that. Okay.
This is going to kill the parasites. This is going to remove heavy metals and toxins from your body. The parasites carry
Mm.
themselves through your body on the heavy metals.
Right.
We only need iron and zinc. Everything
Mm.
else that we consume, our body's just storing it, and that is what they're living off of and living in and using
Mm.
as a vessel through your body. In
Right.
addition to this, I've added chlorella tablets because
Corella.
chlorella, it
Okay.
is literally like a sea moss, but the green version.
Yeah.
It's just purging. So when
Mm.
you kill the parasites and you're passing them through your stool, this is helping it all to come out.
Okay.
Without this, it gets stuck. and they try
Right,
to live
right.
in your intestines, then that
Now,
causes.
what is that packet called again?
So this is the living bitters.
No,
This is
the other one. Yeah,
tablets. This is
Corella.
one that I get. You can also get it in a liquid form. It comes in drops. And it also comes in a different type of tablet, like a gel tab. This is just a compressed thing. If I was to show you, it's a compressed tablet. Just a nice green little baby. I take 3 of them. They're very easy to swallow. Smells like wheatgrass.
Okay.
Yeah.
Really?
All these things, like all this, you would want to take this on an empty stomach. You will want to take this on an empty stomach. But all this stuff, oh, and also zinc. I take zinc because I don't like to be sick. So saves me. This stuff take with food.
Yeah, yeah.
You need something.
Take it with food.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
The Corella and the selenium. Take with food.
Yes. Yeah. Because it will cause you an upset stomach. It won't hurt you, right?
Yeah.
It's all natural things. It won't hurt you, but it will make you feel bad. And that's not the objective. All of this is meant to make you feel better.
Right.
Please understand, if you're going to do any of this, it is not pretty. If you've been doing something to your body for years, please do not expect this to be like, oh, this is so easy. No. Anything good is going to be hard. Right? So, first month, you might be like, oh, what the heck did I do? Second month, you'll be like, damn, I got to do this again. Third month, you're down 20 pounds. You're just moving lighter, doing more. You're like, the results are there. They happen quick. 3 months, that's a quick turnaround. I lost 20 pounds in 3 months. Baby fat. Come to find out, all of those things were like the parasites in me, everything from my surgery, like all of it, all encompassing. I'm feeling the effects. I'm feeling lethargic. I'm feeling like down. I'm sad. I can't remember. Now, I have where I was never a morning person. I can now wake up at 5 a.m, 6 a.m, and go to the gym and be okay. Which was never a part of my life. But my body sometimes wakes me up. Get up. It's time. Yeah. We're ready. Get up. Lay here. I won't let you sleep.
Right.
The results and the benefits are amazing if you give it time.
Right.
The last 2 things, a probiotic. If you're going to be doing all this pooping, probiotic. Probiotic. Or you'll just feel bad. You want to make sure that for all the things you're passing, you are passing things that are bad for you, but you're also passing things that are good for you. It is a flush. It's a purge. So if you don't want to take a probiotic pill, please incorporate, kombucha, yogurt. If you like kimchi, anything fermented, anything that's going to give your stomach what it needs to make sure your food is still digesting properly. But that is my deworming thing right now. It is my monthly. It is what is in my pill case that I travel with. Do I take everything every day? No.
Right. I'm with you.
I can stick to it 2-3 weeks out the month. It was just my birthday. I didn't do it. Am I paying for it now? Yes, I am. Right. Starting again, but it is necessary for you to make it more of a practice than it is. It's not a diet. This is not a fad. It's a lifestyle change. This is awareness of your body.
Yeah.
The more you are aware, the more you start really loving up on yourself. You're just like, wow, I have been neglectful to myself and my body. And you need this. It's the only body you're going to get. As far as I know.
Yeah.
It's the only body that you're going to get. And you have to do the things that are going to preserve you.
Now, just very quickly before you come in, Sharon, what would you call the alternatives for white rice?
Oh my God, there's God blessed us with so many grains. So many grains. Wild rice is amazing. If you don't know how to cook it, it's okay. Get an Instapot.
Wild rice.
And
Okay.
Instapot. Instapot cooks it wonderful. You want to eat as many whole grains as possible, because what you're looking for when you eat these things is, yes, the carbohydrate and the feeding, but also something that's gonna like scrape the walls. Right? You want something that's gonna like help bring it down. It's fiber. You do not consume enough fiber. So I love wild rice. I love quinoa. I love couscous. I love barley. What else? I mean, amaranth has a taste. It depends on how you look at it. As like, to me, it's very aromatic, perfumey taste, but it's one of the best for you. What else is there? Honestly, I mean, and yes, I know cauliflower is a GMO vegetable, but it's more water soluble than anything else. So I love, if I am gonna have white rice, I will cut it with cauliflower rice to kind of just be more vegetable based.
Right.
But if you are transitioning out of white rice, your best bet would be wild and brown. And you know, in being healthy, nobody said don't season up your food. Season up your food.
Right.
Onion, put some tomato in the water. Could make it like cook up rice. You know, when you burn all your spices in the pot and you put the onions and the garlic and the things, then you add your rice. You want to enjoy your food. It's not like it's about switching out.
That's
Same
right.
flavor, but switching out for something that is better for you.
Right. Shaza, over to you. Go.
So I was going to say, when you were talking about lifestyle, that you're doing all these things that you do necessary to enhance your lifestyle, but do things better. And somebody said to me recently, what she said, we were talking about nutrition, and she said, you know, genetics is the gun, lifestyle pulls the trigger. I said, wait, say that again. She said, genetics is the gun, lifestyle pulls the trigger.
Yeah.
And it just resonated right away, because I said it makes so much sense.
Yeah.
Because your lifestyle, whatever that may be, you're gonna always look for the easiest things to do, to cook, because you're running, you're this and that, and you literally neglect yourself in the process.
Yeah.
You know me, Lex, you know me. It's for me, I found out years ago that certain things I just couldn't eat anymore, and I began that lifestyle change, neglected it and came back to it, and came back to it, but I did it. So, and there's still so much more to learn. So I'm going to ask you now, like, what would you consider an afternoon power food, like for a lunch? Let's go to lunch, or maybe, and then we'll get to dinner. But what is like power food? What keeps them going? Like for the players, but just for anybody in general, what keeps them going in the afternoon? And then there's dinner.
I mean, honestly, it really does depend on how you start your day. You cannot say, oh, I'm going to eat a powerful lunch if you've eaten a terrible breakfast. It's counterproductive.
Right.
So power food depends on your lifestyle. I'm a mom and I'm a chef. I'm running around. I probably do not start food consumption until maybe 12:30. Once I've seen everybody already eat, like everybody's good, then I'll sit down. So, for example, my power food, or something that I will eat that I know, all right, my body's going to burn this. I'm breaking it down. I'm also satisfying the thing in me that wants something really good and satisfying. Man, like a really good salad, and not, when I say good salad, like I like flavor. So I want some cook up carrots, or if they're raw carrots, I want them like pickled or something. I want, pickled beets because I love vinegar. I want some chickpea in my salad. Give me some salmon in my salad. Give me some good greens. I like a crunchy green. I don't like wet mixed greens. You know how you eat it and it's just soft? No. I mean,
Soft and mushy. Yeah.
it's like you gotta know yourself.
Yeah.
A power brunch for my mom would probably be some good lentil soup with a nice piece of crusty fresh bread and something good to drink because she likes her sweet drink. So she can get like a carrot ginger juice or a pineapple ginger juice with that. That's a bomb lunch for her. She don't need to eat meat. I don't need to eat meat every meal either. We kind of think that being healthy or eating something good means like greens, no sauce, no sugar, no this, no that. Like that's not realistic. Our time has sweet, sour, salty, and bitter. Right? Our meals should have sweet, sour, salty, and bitter because that is what we are designed by nature to intake. What's good for me will not be good for her and will not be good for you.
Right.
But if you are aware of what you like and you're able to you asked me what's a good thing for rice, right? And I give you all these different things. I forgot. There's like 4 different kinds of lentils.
Right.
You
for real, that's true.
Some real good green lentils that's been like, it still has some chew to it, but you cook it up with other vegetables and like spinach and tomato, and you eat that in of rice. It still soaks up gravy. It gives you the bite that you're looking for. So yeah, eating lots of grains, eating food that's high in fiber early in the day, very important. I don't really like mixing fruit with our meal because your fruit is meant to do something else to your body. So you should kind of independently. Like, notice I did not say a smoothie for any of these. If you want a smoothie, that's the way you like to consume, that's cool. But all you're doing is just injecting sugar into your life. When you chew your vegetables, you're activating in your brain. That's activating something in your throat, in your stomach, in your esophagus. It's going to break that down and take the sugars that's necessary. When you those things are not activated.
Yeah. Very true.
So
Very true.
Balanced meal is you listening to your body and incorporating things that you like as your real meal. Dinner is not your real meal. Lunch. Lunch is your real meal. Lunch is your meal for the day. That's the one that's like, this is good. Like, that's why I think eating a big, good lunch is the best for every single person. Like, everybody can go under that blanket and it's okay for you.
So the afternoon meal should really be as light as possible.
No, make it rich and nice and filling. Yes.
The afternoon meal, right. And that's what she's saying with the dinner because
I don't know, maybe it's the way my mind's working, right? I'm thinking the time gap between it digesting. Or am I looking at it the wrong way?
Starting its digestive. Bye-bye. Thank you. See you later. Your body starts its digestive process at, let's say, from the time you wake up and consume some water.
Okay.
Right? And it just progressively gets slower throughout the day. It takes a while to build up. So it's like the momentum, building. By midday, your metabolism is at its peak.
Right?
It's when you want to consume the most food because it will get turned into energy. It will get turned into what it's supposed to be. After that midday peak, then it starts to slow down. Now your body's relaxing. Now your body's in chill mode. Now it's like, all right, I'm starting to get tired. I'm starting to feel the work from the day. I got food in me, or maybe I don't. Maybe you don't eat. Maybe you skip breakfast. Maybe you skip lunch. And now you're in starvation mode. Oh my God, I've been doing all of this stuff. And I don't know when I'm going to get food again. I got to preserve what I have. Now it's storing. Now everything you eat is going to fair where it's saving for the winter. saving for the dark. Eating
Yeah.
nice, big, good, yummy, satisfying to your brain. If you want to eat dinner for lunch, eat dinner for lunch. Right? Like they say there is a saying that is eat breakfast like a king, lunch like a prince, dinner like a pauper. I don't believe that in full.
Yeah.
I believe
Yeah.
you eat breakfast like a prince. Right? Eat breakfast
Mm.
like a prince. What is a prince? Eat breakfast like a child almost. Eat
Mm.
breakfast like, okay, I want something that is good, that is yummy, that is tasty, because I got all this stuff to do. You eat lunch like a king. I've done something. By the time you eat lunch, your day has started. You have done something. You deserve a good meal. And even if you have more to do for the day, be
Yeah.
mindful and smart with yourself. But
Mm.
lunch like a king, and your dinner as your body winds down. That is the least. You want to consume the least amount of calories.
Okay.
You want to
It
eat a
seems to me.
filling meal that is
Right.
low in calories, that is low in
Right.
glycemic index, and you want to start and end your day with something warm in your body, whether
Right.
that's soup with dinner, if you want to have
Mm.
tea at the end of the night. A lot of cultures start their day with soup. So
Oops.
there's many. Oh,
What
you keep
happened?
it off.
Mm-hmm. We lost Sharon. Okay, she'll come back.
So yeah, a lot of cultures, Asian cultures especially, man, they got soup at every meal. They know what time it is. Asian people,
Right.
they know.
Mm.
They know. And
Right.
it's like they are not as sick as us.
Mm.
Just
Now, yeah, yeah. Now you put things into perspective for me because I always had the biggest meal in the evening before five. Well, between 5 and 6. Now you've helped shape.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I love that.
You have to be mindful as well. Like
Mm.
the habits that we adopt, they are not from us.
Right.
Our habits are passed down from how we were raised. Like I was
Mm.
talking to one of my friends who's from Puerto Rico, and
Mm.
she was just talking about how disproportionate her plate is because as the woman first, you grew
Yeah.
up in Puerto Rico, you got 8 brothers and sisters and mom and dad, and everybody got to eat. Dad gets the best piece of chicken from the pot. Then the
Mm.
brothers get, then the sisters get. And you're lucky if you get some gravy with some rice. So
Oh,
you get more of your calories
yeah.
from carbohydrates, and
Yeah.
that travels with you throughout your life. And
Mm.
now you're wondering why, every plate you get, you pile on the rice, pile on the this. Like that is not how we are supposed to eat.
Mm.
You're literally just taking what was passed down without real, I guess, thought or application to, is this good for my life? We did what we
Mm.
had to do and followed the instructions. I'm fortunate I was raised here, so I didn't have that problem. I was just greedy.
Yeah.
I had a little bit of an issue with portion control because
Mm.
the seafood diet. You see food and you eat it.
Yeah, for real. You
It's
know,
more.
I believe I've come a long way with a lot of the things that I'm learning. You know, I'm part of a group that is called the alkaline diet, which they just deal with alkaline suggestions. For an alkaline body. They say cancer cannot thrive in an alkaline body. So I'm learning bits and pieces about that. I've also learned a lot from what you've been saying to us as well. Important things like black seed oil. I didn't know all
Yeah,
that stuff. So
geez,
as I go along, hmm?
I said I'm very surprised in your alkaline group that is not something that they brought up because it is like
Yeah,
major, 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 so
right,
important. Got brought up
yeah,
to me from the people who taught me about the Dr. Sebi way and who
right,
introduced me. different herbs and roots and teas. And I used to do that stuff for my players. They would get all this stuff shipped in, right? Somebody talked to them at the convention and they got all this stuff on the counter and they're like, yeah, put this in my food. I'm like, okay. Sure, you gonna drink it? You gonna really take it? But yeah, it's the things that they keep from us to teach us what they want us is crazy. And I'm fortunate. I have been around so many different types of athletes and celebrities and health gurus, this one, shaman, that one, and everyone's got their way and everyone's got their thing. And I'm fortunate for that level of vast awareness so I can see what fits, what doesn't, what's trend, what is a thing that is like actually good for you. It has been a true learning process. I am looking forward to expanding my knowledge in this area and what it is and what it is for you and what it means overall. I feel like I've kind of gotten away from that as my passion because I've been so focused in sports that I need to remember why I started this journey in food with them in the first place. So I appreciate the time just to even be able to share what I know.
Thank you so much for being here. I wanted to go over some of the comments here before we let you go. Let me just go back a little bit. I want to thank everybody who's here today. And here's a comment from Jerry Harris. He says about something we spoke about earlier. He said, they don't care about us. You have to care about yourself. They will keep you distracted. You're too busy and tired to keep up. And that's true. Brick Queen was saying earlier, bleached chicken. While I was over there, they said that they wash a lot of the chicken in bleach, to which I was flabbergasted at that. And that was one of the reasons why I stopped eating chicken. As a matter of fact, there was so many restaurants that I was eating at. One of them is an Italian restaurant. I keep forgetting the name of it. And it's almost like everything you're eating, there's dangerous amounts of sugar in it.
Yeah.
Whatever dishes they are. And I'm like, how can you put sugar in pasta and whatever it is?
Everything. Also, they color salmon. Salmon is dyed. They inject the salmon to make them.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wait, run that by me again.
Yes. The farm raised salmon is injected to be orange. The flesh of that salmon is actually white or like very light yellow, and they inject it so that it can be orange. It's okay. No background for you.
Sharon, she's
no background
battling.
for you.
Background now. Do you see
that?
10 years ago.
She still looks the same. My system froze. So I have a system, but yeah, I've been listening in. Yes.
Yeah. So let's go to this next comment. How do you pronounce that name? Nola.
It's Nola. That's my
Nola.
friend.
Okay.
Yes. Our body has its own intelligence. We have to unlearn what we have been taught. Thanks, Lex, for bringing your perspective to this platform. Hey, Sharon. Hi, my love. Hi.
Amen. We have Michael King. He's in the building. Go ahead, Shaz.
Yes. Hi, Alexia. I was thinking, I believe the health boost treatment of animals is down to their environment, meaning it seems like most animals raised in the Caribbean are natural.
Yeah, no, he's right, for sure. It's not only the Caribbean, though. It is anybody who is into homesteading. So I live in Texas. We have a lot of homesteaders. I live in a Republican state. Okay. Do you know how many people farms? And it's fine. Ain't nobody trying to take their farm. No, everyone's getting acres. I mean, to be honest, I love the house I'm in. It's beautiful. But I am really looking forward to getting some acreage and having my own little homestead, because you get a few chickens and you see the difference between your chicken eggs and the ones in the grocery store, and it changes you.
Yeah.
Like in the Caribbean, it's not. It's like it's the way. It's the only way. It's mostly the way because they cannot afford what is in the supermarket. So you have to have your own, right?
Right.
Us here, everyone's like, I don't want to take care of chickens. Chickens stink, but you eat them.
Yeah.
You eat them, right?
Yeah.
What do you expect? And chickens are harvested like twice, maybe 3 times a year. So
right.
every chicken that you eat's been sitting for months.
Right.
Putting that out there.
Let's take another question. Oh, I'm so glad I tuned into this platform, thanking Alexa or Chef Lex for your valued info. I hope I can save and play back this footage. Yes, you'll be able to catch it on our channel. All our past shows are on our channel. And Nola.
What is the protocol, Lex? What is the protocol you are currently using to rid yourself of parasites? Maybe she had missed that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh no, I didn't tell them how I do it. Yeah. Okay, so I take the living bitters. There's a little cup that comes inside of it, right? Take a cup full of this. Every day, twice a day for 4 days. So in the morning before I eat a meal, and in the evening before I eat a meal, I take this, right? Every morning or afternoon when I have my big meal, I will take the chlorella and the selenium. If I take nothing else during the parasite cleanse, it's these.
Okay.
This kills the parasites. This gets them out.
Okay.
That's just what it is. After the 4 days, I stop for 4 days because it is a lot of going to the bathroom. It is not uncontrollable going to the bathroom. It is not like you're at the grocery store and if you don't go right now, you're going to embarrass yourself. Like you do have control over when you go, but if your body's telling you to make a movement, you should listen. Holding it is not good for you. I know we have our things about the public bathroom. I feel you, but sometimes what my grandma used to say, embarrassment is better than what did she used to say?
I don't remember.
Basically, I'd rather be embarrassed than kill off myself.
Yeah.
It is what it is. So I do that. Take a 4-day break. Probiotic. That's when this major comes into play. The probiotic for 4 days after. Then after those 4 days, now we're at 8 days total. When you start your living bitters again, you go until the bottle is done.
Okay.
There's a whole bunch of little sediment in it. You want to consume that a little bit with each. Shake this bottle up. You finish the bottle. You do that every month. 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, however long it takes you, and check your stool. People don't look. Look at it.
Look at it, right?
No, and she's right. The thing is, like she sent me the first picture. I was like, no, I can't. I was like, no, it's too much. It's scary.
Oh, Jesus. This is what I'm saying.
Listen, it's scary, but I promise you, I haven't done it yet, but or maybe I have to an extent, but when you get to that process and then you see something coming up, listen to me. As gross as it may be, you're going to be so thankful to God, like, Jesus, it came out.
You don't know what it could have done to you.
And these are the things that is making us sick, really and truly, when you think about it.
Yes.
Big time. Big time.
If
So we
you
have
starve
to
your
get.
body of sugar, do you know that it will kill the cancer? Cancer's in everybody. What my mom was saying about the genetics is the gun and your lifestyle is the trigger. That is
Right.
1,000% what it is.
Right.
Like, if you don't make the changes for
Yeah.
yourself in your life and be aware of what you're putting into your body,
Yeah.
this is the inevitability of life, of heart disease, of high blood pressure. Why are so many of us got high blood pressure? You think about that? I don't. I have low blood pressure. Hallelujah, praise Jesus. I've never had an issue with high blood pressure, but I eat salt in abundance. I love it. I love salt.
What? You love it?
High blood pressure. The source of high blood pressure. Because then
Right.
why cut back the salt and you take the pills? You can't come off the pills.
Right. Right.
Blood pressure, blood. What pumps blood? Our heart. What makes blood pump slow or hard or whatever? Our arteries, the oils and fats we consume.
Yeah.
Not salts. I mean, come on.
Damn.
Come on. Salt
Damn.
really.
And this is why, man, because I'm taking 10 tablets. Can you believe it, for high blood pressure? 10.
That's too much, though.
It is.
If you gave me a month and let me do this to you and change your oils and change the style in which you eat, you would be off all of those medicines in a month.
Man, I'm ready for the work. I'm ready for that journey. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go into Amazon and see if I can get that
living
avocado.
bitters.
Yeah. All those products you just mentioned, I'm going to see if I can get them on Amazon.
And I'm not brand specific. These are from Whole Foods because Whole Foods is just what's here. You get them as long as they don't have any additive, like everything I got, even this got a little additive. I should probably switch it, but it's majority selenium. This is all chlorella. Try to get as pure as possible to the thing. I don't really love a gel tab because your body has to now break down the gel tab, but you need the black seed oil though today. Like you need to go get it.
Today, I'm actually going to order that today off Amazon. What about, because I've heard about, what is it, flaxseed oil?
Flaxseed. Flaxseed oil, oh God, so good for you too, but you can cook with that.
What about the grains as well? The grains is good for you, you say?
Yeah. Fiber.
Okay.
We are supposed to be consuming 30 grams of fiber per day.
Right.
30 grams of fiber per day.
How would I eat flax? I mean, how do you make it? Or do you just eat it raw?
So I love ground up flaxseed and I put it on everything. I get the flaxseed liquid grind up, put it on.
You just sprinkle it. Okay.
It doesn't taste like anything. Sometimes the actual seeds, they get stuck in my teeth. I don't like that. But I also use the flaxseed to like make stuff for your face. Like if you boil the flaxseed in some water, it makes a gel that you could put on your face as a face mask and eats off the whole layer of skin. You could put it. I put it in my son's oatmeal. Like tons, flaxseed and chia seed, because I want him to, start those processes now. Like let that be normalized. But when you get the flaxseed, it's the same amount. It's a good oil. It's a good fat, and it definitely helps with your fiber intake. But it's not the only thing. You can also have cheese. You can also have quinoa. You can also have other things that I put a lot of stuff in salad and get some really good yummy vinaigrette.
Now, how does one consume black seed oil? Do you just put it in water, or do you just put it in a teaspoon, drink it?
If you drink liquor or your life, you could drink black seed oil.
Oh, you can. Okay.
You could drink it, or it's in the pill form, right?
Have a pill. If you're one of those people like that gag when things taste bad, get the squirter. Then
okay. Yeah.
do the dropper. But if you have the pills, you could also take the pills. I take the pills because I'm always on the go and I cannot walk with the bottle.
Right.
Or I would. Honestly, I'm gonna sit with myself this summer and do some holistic, because I want to be able to also bring this in like larger capacity. I have the knowledge, the experience. I've done it for so long. I've only done it for such a specific group of people. It's time now to share that with others.
Right.
This is why we're doing the show. I wanted this to be the catalyst because I feed off of her. If I find something new, I'm gonna say, "Hey, Lex, did you know about this? I'm trying this and it works for me." And she does this, to me also. So because of her knowledge and her wisdom and her knowledge, working with others and giving them healthier diets, even for those people, she's worked with people who are sick, right? And they can only eat certain foods. She then can do a pre-planned meal. Okay, this for the morning, the afternoon, whatever the situation is, you know what I'm saying? And that's just knowledge and getting to understand what you are putting in the food. And she does that. So again, it's for all of us, it's a constant learning process of understanding our bodies, recognizing certain signs, and doing something about it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even for myself, yesterday I was working. Something said, go check your blood pressure. My blood pressure was high. I'm not on blood pressure pills anymore. And I sat back and said, what did I eat? What did you consume? Then I checked. I said, wait, how much did you drink today?
Yeah.
I had one big cup, like I'm having this cup loaded with sea moss and tea or coffee. What about the water? So my body was starting to dehydrate right away. I put down some water, alkaline water, took 4 pegs of garlic. 4 pegs of garlic, some vitamin D's.
Yeah.
Brought that suck and some calcium and magnesium in the chewable form, because calcium and magnesium pills, you need that balance. It's not one feeds off the other. So both of them, and sometimes with the calcium and magnesium, those pills are a little large. So I take chewable forms. That way I took all of that and brought everything back down. So there's so much to learn. You just recognize what's happening in your bodies. For men and women, symptoms are different. It's the little things.
You need multiple forms of magnesium too.
Yes.
Right?
Okay.
There's like 3 different types of magnesiums that do 3 different types of things.
Okay.
So, magnesium citrate makes you go to the bathroom, but magnesium glycate makes you go to sleep.
Now, what about B12?
I'm indifferent. I think that we should probably get that from our food. B12 is something that we should get from our food and not necessarily from a supplement, because when you get it, when you get it from a supplement, your body is not digesting it with your digestive system, right? When we eat things, our body breaks it down inside of us. Why we should not have meat with every single meal, because meat kind of hinders our process with how things break down. It takes so long. But when we eat the meat, or chicken or fish or whatever it is, like with fish, eat, the skin or the whatever, like the head and all those things. You get the most of the omegas. Eat chicken, and then the bone is on the chicken and it's in the gravy. Now we're getting some collagen, getting some B12 from the chicken. Same thing with the beef. If you're eating the beef and there's bones in that, that's what we've gotten away from. Everybody wants a steak. Everybody wants easy food, but it's the bones and the marrow that gives us the richness. It's the organ meat. I hate it, but they used to force me to eat it, and kidney steak. Who wants to eat that? Now that I'm grown and I know what it is, but I'm And that's what I'm supposed to be eating. That's what I'm supposed to be giving him. He's not supposed to just be eating fried up beef and all the beef bits and parts and fat and cartilage. He's supposed to be eating the organ meat where he's getting the rich irons and the things that's good for you.
Right.
That B12 and all of that comes from that. When you're are vegetarian, they encourage you, hey, like even if you don't meat, can you drink some bone broth or maybe some collagen? Maybe if you have some of the collagen, it makes a difference. But a lot of vitamins that we take, even vitamin C, all of that, supposed to be getting that from the food we consume.
Right. Because I know a lot of people who actually, I mean, when they eat chicken, they're eating the bone with it. And I'm like, what?
That's you. Chew up that bone. That marrow.
Yeah, chew up that bone. Chew it up, man. Chew it up.
I'm telling you, they don't leave one bit. You know, everything get yum.
And how healthy are they?
Well, that's the thing. And they say knowledge teaches wisdom, and I've learned a lot today.
Thumbs are strong.
Yeah, the teeth strong. You know something? She's right. Them have nice teeth. Gums become healthy. It's true. I know. I know some aunts did that, and they don't have any teeth.
They're inner carnivore, and what we were made to do.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, I tell you what.
Yeah, let me
go
say
ahead,
this real quick to Chef Lex. I need you to also. I want you to talk about this James Beard Foundation real quick, because you are a member of the James Beard Foundation. If people do not know who the James Beard Foundation is, it's a nonprofit, American nonprofit culinary arts organization. Alexia is an alumni of the James Beard Foundation, and I have a certification in my house. I'm going to save it to when I see you next, because I'm so proud of it. And she was she's been nominated. Is it nominated? You were nominated to.
No, I entered a competition.
Oh, she entered a competition, right? To be the favorite chef. So I want her to tell people about it so everybody could go and vote, because she's currently #1. And based on everything what she divulged today, and I know a lot of people have wrote down a lot of things she said, you need to go on there and vote and tell your friend to tell a friend to tell her next friend, because she got to go to the top, because with all this information she divulged again today, she's looking to expand upon that. Let people be more aware now that she's more knowledgeable and living the life of what she spoke about. She's living that dream and wants to help others to experience it too. So go ahead, Chef Lex. You tell them all about it, because we're going to make sure they tell a friend to tell a friend and tell every damn body.
Well, I'll tell you what, as soon as she tells us where to go, I'm going to go in there. Is it on Facebook, by the way?
It should be on my Facebook profile.
Okay.
If not, it's on my Instagram for sure.
Okay.
I was just saying, if it's something that we could, is it something that we could post in the chat? I don't know if you can do that. I don't know.
Yeah. Let me see if I can go into Facebook. And can you still see me, Sharon?
Yes.
You can. Okay.
Yes.
Because I've come out of the page, but I'm gonna look into Facebook just to see.
She's second. No, we gotta put her back up first.
Oh
no! We gotta put her back up there.
Good job, Mom. Just in time.
Right.
Chef Lex, why is it not coming up? Are there one word? Oh, two separate words, or what?
Are you looking at it on
Chef Lex Grant?
Are you looking on
Instagram? It's just Alexia Grant.
Oh, okay. Let me go into that.
I'm sorry, not Instagram. On Facebook, it's Alexia Grant. On Instagram,
okay,
Instagram is Chef Lex. Right.
Okay. Let's see. Let me see if I can post it in the chat. Uh, Now, is it the post which says, is Alexia your favorite chef?
Yeah,
Okay, let me click on that. Oh, I see it. Let me see if I can copy and paste this
copy
and put
link.
it in the chat room.
Sending it to you. Copy link. Bing, bang, boom. Yes.
Let's see. I
Oh,
don't know if people can click on that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I think,
Click.
yeah, because people will be able to click on it. Let me see if I could do it because she just
Yeah,
sent.
see if we can click on it, chefs.
Yeah, let me see if I can do it. Let me see. It's in the. Let me check my messages real quick because I said that we're not letting her leave out of here until I
Today is
post.
also 2 times the votes. So for all of
Right.
those who believe in my mission, thank you. I appreciate you. If you donate $5, $10 to the James Beard Foundation in my honor, it will double the amount of votes that you get for today. And I believe on the last day of this round, it's the same process.
Okay. It is.
Voting today is imperative because it's 2 times the vote. So heard that, family?
It's come out on there. So if you guys go to Alexia Grant on Facebook, you'll see it's the first post that you come to. Alexia Grant, and you'll be able to find Chef Lex right there. So just click on that and follow the instructions, and you'll be able to vote for her. You know, she's given us a wealth of information.
I don't even know how to
Really
get.
feel blessed today. I
Yes.
feel like my day has been well spent.
Well, we knew it would be. We was really looking forward to this because
Yeah.
I know some people's minds was like really blown to be like, wait, what? What?
Yeah.
Really? What?
What Nella says. Nella says, yes, knowledge, awareness, and your loving intentions already impacted me with this show. Grateful for being here today. Thank you, Nella. And
You love you.
Nola.
Yes.
Okay. Nola, thank you so much. I want to thank, I saw Norma Jones here
Yes.
also. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
we also have DJ Maestro, Jerry Harris. We have Brick Queen, um, Brick Queen, Michael King, my nephew DJ Mighty Matrix, and anybody else whom we cannot see. Thank you for being here today. Next week we are going to be missing from the building, and the week after we'll be missing. We're going to figure out what direction we're going to take, but we will be back within the next 2 weeks, God's willing. If you do want to see more shows like this, please let us know what you think about the shows we've been doing so far. Tackling prostate cancer. Do you want to hear more people share their stories with cancer? Also, Miss Sharon, we could have some females on the show sharing their experiences with breast cancer and any other cancer. Every
As
day,
yeah.
somebody's coming forward with their fight with
Mhm.
cancer. Chef Lex, you've been a blessing to each and every one of us. I personally am very, very proud of all your achievements, and may you continue to grow and grow and grow and grow and grow and grow and grow.
I
Yeah.
appreciate that. The sky's the limit, so might as well.
Salute.
Beautiful.
Salute.
Next, guys. Thank you so much, my daughter. I am so proud. Also got a little bit even more educated today. It's the greatest feeling in the world, just knowing, okay, this is my blood, and look where she's excelled to the point where, listen, she's educating people. She's a mom. She is a businesswoman. She is the executive performance chef of the Dallas Mavericks. Most of all, big deal. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, we're really hoping that you will come back again when we have time. Just talk a little bit more about your journey as well with everything that you've taken and how it's changed your life. Hopefully you will come back and tell us about it.
Anything for you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you very much.
Yes, it will be a blessing to have her back. Really will. Share your journey to inspire others. You're truly a blessing to us all. And, I personally will be tapping into your knowledge, most definitely. Yeah. So we salute you. I
Thank
don't
you
think
so
we can end the show without us playing that message about cancer. But I do want to give Chef Lex the
much.
last word.
Yes.
What would you say to anybody out there struggling with food, whatever it is, whatever they're struggling with? What would you advise everyone out there today?
Oh my God, what a loaded question. I would more encourage than anything else. And before I advise, before I tell you what to do, and just let you know that, hey, man or woman, whatever you want is within your capacity to do. If you want to change, I believe in you. You could change. If you want a different diet, I believe in you. You could change your diet. If you got bad habits, I believe in you. You could change your habits. Because sometimes it just takes somebody saying you can do it. When everything around you says that you can't, you can.
Yeah.
All within your control. And it may be hard in the beginning, but everything that is good for you is going to be a little hard. So stay encouraged, be blessed, stay the course.
Amen.
Good words, good deeds, good thoughts. Love it. Good words, good deeds, good thoughts. Yes.
Yeah. Sharon, anything you'd like to say before I play this message and we get out of here?
No, again, thank you, Chef Lex. We look forward to the next time. We wish you all the best in your endeavors. That's what I want to say.
Vote for me.
Oh, yes.
Vote.
Please vote. Please.
The link is in the message. I've seen the link. It's in the message. Just click it and it will take you straight to the site. Please vote for Chef Lex. Please,
and you'll see a little bit about my story.
Yes.
You'll learn a little bit about my history in the bio as well. So
yeah. Thank you so much. We're gonna get out of here. Thank you.
See you guys later.
Thank you.
Okay. We're going to get out of here, ladies and gentlemen. And here's a message about prostate cancer, and then we'll be out of here. Thank you.
My name is Colin McFarlane. I'm an actor. Google me and see all my stuff, but forget all that. Most important thing you need to know is that I got diagnosed with prostate cancer, right? And I got diagnosed because a friend of mine called John Shrapnel, who sadly is no longer with us, told me 20 years ago that black men are double the risk. So when you get over 50, make sure you have a blood test every year, right? So I did it for about 6 years. And then what happens is your number goes up on the test. And mine went up a little bit, and they said, we want to keep a close eye. So I said, can I have it every 6 months? Then that was for another year and a half, and then they went, it's gone up again. We want to do a MRI. They did an MRI. I then got a call saying you've got a 30% chance it's cancer. And I was like, whoa. Well, there's a 70% chance it's not. And they went, yeah, but we want to do a biopsy. So they did a biopsy, and they took samples of my prostate and discovered that I did have cancer, right? And I've been being tested for 8 years, so I caught it early. So my specialist said to me, you will not need treatment at the moment, but you'll need active surveillance, which means I have a blood test every 3 months and an MRI once a year. But here's the thing you need to know. You cannot wait for pain, and you cannot wait for symptoms for prostate cancer. I have prostate cancer, right? I have no pain, I have no symptoms, but I have prostate cancer. But because I know about it, I've caught it early. Now here's the bit you also need to understand, is that gives me the best options for treatment. If you wait, you have less treatment options available, and you have to have it removed, or you have to have radiotherapy. That means you'll live, but you have lifestyle problems, right? You'll have erectile dysfunction, and you'll have incontinence. Now, I'm assuming you're a red-blooded male. Do you want to lose your erection? Probably not, right? So if you don't want to lose your erection, motherfucker, what you need to do is do what I just told you. You go to your GP and you say, a friend of mine who was in Batman Begins and The Dark Knight, this actor, right? The voice of the Cube, right? He's done a lot of stuff. He has no symptoms, no pain, and he's under active surveillance because the risk is not pain and symptoms. The risk is your age. And as soon as you are over 45 as a black man, you are at risk. I have two brothers who knew nothing about prostate cancer. I told them to get tested 2 years ago. Both of them have now been diagnosed with prostate cancer, and both of them need treatment. I don't need treatment yet. So what I'm saying to you is you need to understand it's known as the silent killer for a reason. There are more people dying from prostate cancer than breast cancer, but breast cancer patients or women are invited for a mammogram. We are not invited for a test for prostate cancer. I'm working on that with a charity. So these are the things you want to understand. The other thing is, I understand you have a daughter. If a man gets advanced prostate cancer and has a daughter, she is at increased risk of breast and ovarian cancer. Yes, fact. So if you won't do this test for yourself, do it for your daughter, right? I've been saying this to men for over a year now, and a lot of men have rung me up and thanked me because they feel I've saved their life. I hope you're going to listen to me because I'm saving yours, all right? And if you have any more questions, your sister knows where I am. She knows Annie Domingo. She can find me. But trust me, do not wait. Do not wait for pain. Do not wait for symptoms, because by the time you have pain, that means it's spread. Because the cancer's inside your prostate. That's about that big, right? If it stays inside your prostate, you can treat it and cure it. Once it leaves your prostate, it goes into your bones and into your lymph nodes, which means it goes all around your body. You don't want to wait for that. Trust me, black men need to get tested every single year. Go to your GP, say, I deserve a blood test, I have a right to have a blood test, and have it. And if you have any questions, go to the prostate cancer website, Prostate Cancer UK. It's a bit noisy behind me because the cast have come through. But go there, and there's something called a risk checker. It takes 30 seconds. Put in your age, your family history of cancer, and your ethnicity, and it will tell you what I just told you, that you need to go to your GP and get a blood test. Do it.